We're going to go over the TTM protocol. If you have a post-arrest and you know for sure that they're going to be cooling or inserting an icy catheter, these are the things that you would grab. So this is our cool guard. You would grab this from our back equipment room. And then over here, these are the materials that you would need. So whether or not they're coming from cath lab or the ED, sometimes they'll come with an icy cath already, but if we need one, this is in our back equipment room. So you'll grab the blue catheter. Please make sure to put the index card at the HUG's desk. And then for the cool guard, you will need a purple startup kit. Also same thing with this one, you make sure to get the index card over to the HUG. You will need a 500 cc 0.9 bag, and then this syringe. Sometimes you'll see hanging in the back of the cool guard, and this will typically always come in the startup kit. It's very important to just keep the syringe in the room. So you don't want to throw this away when you open up the kit. Once you open up the kit, this is what's going to be there. So this is the air trap over here. This is the heat coil. So to start up with priming, we're going to move over to the machine. I have it connected. The on button is on the back of the machine. So it's going to make a really loud noise, typically, when it starts up. So we'll let that So once it turns on, it's going to ask preset. So if you're cooling, you're going to do pre-cool. Go off of your provider's orders on what temperature they want it at. You can always change this later if you don't know for sure. So let's just say that they're going to do cooling to a temperature of 33 Celsius. So we're going to turn the dials over to 33, and then to accept it, you just press the button. For cooling, you always want to do max power, so we're going to do max power. It's going to start saying that it's going to do self-test. Typically during this part, I will go ahead and start priming the actual pump. So before you do that, you want to ensure that this well has enough solution in it, so you can see that it's filled up. You never want to put distilled water or saline or anything in it because it ruins the heat coil. It can damage the machine. The only solution that you can put is this glycol solution. We shouldn't have to worry about it, but that is going to be in the soil utility room on the wire rack, the wire metal rack. So we're going to start off by opening this up, and we're going to first place the heat coil in, and we're going to put this on top. The second thing is we're going to put the air trap in its air trap chamber, which is going to be this hole here. We're going to lift up the pump, and you're going to look for a flange here. So there's two sides. You're going to look for the side that has this disc, and you're going to insert that right in here. And what you want to do is you want to turn this to feed the tubing through the puck. Make sure that that goes in. And this doesn't have to click into anything. This can just be free there, okay? So that's, and we're gonna close. All right, now that we have our tubing in, before we start priming, we're gonna spike our 500 cc bag. So we're gonna just spike it, and at this point we can go ahead and start with the priming process. So there's a hook in the back, we can hook that too, and we're going to press this button to start priming. It has a little bit of a delay, so we're going to press the prime button, and you're going to invert the air trap. So invert it and wait until it is completely full of water, and then you're going to put it back into the air trap. So you see that the lights turned on, so it's going to start circulating. So while this is inverted, we're going to wait until the chamber completely fills up like this. And when you see the chamber fill up, we're going to put it back into its air trap. We're going to keep priming this until we see this little red pinwheel spin. So once it's spinning continuously, we'll know that the set is fully primed. And once I start seeing it spin, I still wait a couple minutes, a couple seconds more, and kind of just give it a little bit more time to prime. So we'll wait for that to spin. So when the system's done priming, you want to make sure to mark wherever your bag is, wherever it's up. That way you can check to see if the system has any leaks. You want to make sure that it stays consistent with where you started. So now that it's all primed, we're going to close the top. So it's all primed now. We're going to close. This goes here. This goes out through the front over here. All of our cool guards are going to have the temperature probes connected. So for your patients, you're going to want 2 ways to check their temperature. Typically, we'll do a temp Foley in addition to an esophageal probe. If they're anuric, then you can do a rectal Foley. So you're going to have those probes already inserted, and you're going to connect these temperature probes. You just press the run button and it'll start running. You document the starting temperature and you go off of your protocol from there.